Hi everyone, I'm Eddie, and this is Dice at Dusk. So in this episode, I'm going to be going over why I think everybody should be playing board games. And really not just board games, but tabletop games. RPGs, Dungeons and Dragons along with that. There's hundreds of RPGs out there. But first, I want to apologize because my voice is gone because I just came back from a football game. So you're going to have to bear with me and hopefully I can make it through this. But what I see now, especially in this society, is a digital age. Everything is digital. People text. People don't talk anymore. There's not people just sitting around a room talking and just conversations, normal conversations. Everything is digital. Everything is through Facebook, Twitter, and I think in our society we're really missing and have really lost that, I guess, that social interaction. And that's where I really, really like tabletop games. I like them. I just remember growing up, I grew up playing games with my cousins, my friends, my family. And we would play hours and hours of, Risk, Monopoly, Yahtzee, stuff like that. I didn't really grow up in a hardcore gaming household, so the games that we tended or would play would be like stuff that you could go to Kmart and pick up on the shelf. Although I will say nowadays Target has been adding pretty good selections to their shelves. But yeah, so we played the Monopolies and Risks, the Hasbro, stuff like that. But it wasn't until, I guess, probably 3 years ago that I got into, a little deeper into tabletop games and board games and started to learn the mechanics and mechanisms that are behind them and how everything works. And it's extraordinary. It's great how much thought that the people put into, more thought than I could ever sit down and put into a game, taking years to just develop something. And the game that really brought me back into the hobby, or really into the hobby, is actually this one. My wife and I went to a game store and picked up Zombies. She loved zombies. I like zombies. I like The Walking Dead. Who doesn't? But this game I picked up, and we started playing it, and it was pretty simple to pick up. And that's not really what you think of when you think of tabletop games. You think of something, it's going to be so hard to learn. It's going to be just long, real long to play. And that's not what this one is. It's just fun. It's light. You're just running around, rolling dice, and killing zombies. And it was great. It really opened up my world to that. At the end of this, I will, because for the most part, people that are still listening, at least I think that are still watching this, are people that aren't really playing tabletop games right now. And I do have 2 recommendations, which are recommended by almost anybody for you guys that aren't really into this. But I really got back into it with zombies. So I guess the reason why I brought this up, this whole topic, is I saw 2 people sitting next to each other, and this was actually in my parents' house, and they were texting each other in the house. So it's like you can't just talk, and it bugged me how much it just this everybody texts now. Everybody talks in words and writing, and they don't even write like spelling isn't even correct, so it's not even like I can look at it and be like, oh, okay, at least they're using correct grammar when they do it, but they don't. So I just, it irks me how much people aren't talking to each other. In this tabletop games, board games, they're definitely the way to go. And it's fun. It's a good night, a good Friday, Saturday night. But I hope this helps you and gets you into it. Don't worry about what people think when you go to a board game store. Or just get into it. Just jump into it. Just go to one of those board game stores and talk to them and ask them what they recommend for you to play. You'd say you're a beginner. For the most part, every board game store or game store I've ever been to, they just welcome you with open arms. They want your business. They want to help you out. And more I see these game stores getting better and better and better. But I do have two that, before I end this, I want to tell you the two that I think you should pick up. And these, I know that for the most part, you can find them even in big box stores. So you can get them anywhere. And those two games are Pandemic and Ticket to Ride. These two games, Ticket to Ride is like, I explain it as like a step up from Monopoly. It's good, which makes it better than Monopoly. And Pandemic is it's a game where you're fighting a plague, or you're fighting a pandemic, epidemics, and you're just trying to cure diseases, and it's really fun. And there's a mechanic in here when drawing cards. It's brilliant. But I really recommend these two games for you to pick up and just go with it. You won't have a problem learning these. But that's it. I just wanted to get out why I think everybody should be playing board games, and I hope this helped you out. And again, sorry for my voice, but I think I got through it. But yeah, have a good night and keep gaming.